Hi, welcome to Juby Tarot. Welcome back to my soulmate readings. I am Juby Tarot. This reading today is for Sagittarians. Sagittarian, if you're Sagittarian in your rising, your sun or your Venus, sun, rising, or Venus, however you want to say it, this reading is for you. Just a little bit about me. I'm a Saggy, so this reading is for me as well. And if you like this reading, if it resonates with you in any way, press subscribe, like, leave some positive feedback. I do enjoy positive feedback. I do read it. It helped definitely motivate me and allows me to give you everything that I have. So let's get started. All right, let's get started. Saggies. I can relate with you, Saggies. I relate with you so much. I'm Sag. You know, I covered this card because it just pissed me off. I had to say it that way. This Five of Pentacles has been stalking us. It's been here December. I didn't do a December reading, but I did readings for myself. It's been here December. It's been here January. It's been here February, and it's back in March in the outcome position. At first, it was in the beginning position. Now it's in the outcome position. At least it's moving its way to the end, and it's about to kick itself out. So it went through its phases and it's kicking itself out, okay? So hopefully this is the end of the Five of Pentacles. We do not see it anymore after this. This Five of Pentacle energy is driving me insane, especially being that Jupiter is direct in our sign. There's so much that we can eat from right now and so much we can manifest and create. However, this Five of Pentacles is here as a way to teach us something, especially about finances, especially about material gain. It is putting us in a place so that we don't get everything all at once, so that we can understand how to connect it with spirituality, because Jupiter is a spiritual energy. Jupiter is about aligning yourself with your spirit in order to gain. So the purpose of this Five of Pentacles, this is deep. This is deep right here. Let me just get started from the beginning. I just have to point that out because seeing that card again, I'm just like, what is your problem? Why do you keep coming up in my reading? However, let's keep going. Because honestly, just reflecting back on January and February and witnessing the Five of Pentacles, because these readings definitely align with my life. It was more a fear of what's to come. When it finally did come, it wasn't so much as bad as I thought it would be. It's more so the fear of what's to come looking at this. Yes, Five of Pentacles sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Losing, losses, it's not what you want. However, it did help build an understanding of what I want. When you lose something, you then begin to realize what it is you want and how it is you can go about getting it. So that is a beauty in it. Now let's continue reading in regards to love. What's going on for you, Saggies? I pulled the Emperor. Emperor is fire energy, Aryan energy, very strong, confident energy. Right now you are in a love situation, or you are loving yourself like the Emperor. You're in a love situation that is very certain. It ain't going nowhere. However, there is a bit of dictatorship, ego-driven love there. There is not a lot of compassion, and sometimes it's necessary so that the king, the emperor, can execute what is being asked, what is needed, what is required. There is an energy there that is very, how can I word it? There's an energy there that isn't allowing anything else in but its own thoughts, its own desires. It's very sure about what it wants and it's going after it, whether it be your partner, whether it be yourself. You are very sure of what you want and you're gonna get it the way you want it. However, how are you feeling right now? If that makes sense, in a way. This bird is like right in my ear. I am really trying to process this. So, Emperor, You are right now the Emperor, or someone in your love life is the Emperor. How are you feeling? You are feeling like the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles means that you are juggling. You are juggling your emotions. You are juggling your feelings. You are juggling your desires. You're very unsure about what you want. Right now, it seems as though you may be putting a lot more in front of you than you should be. Your focus right now isn't primarily love. You are worried about finances. You are worried about other things. You are worried about physical things that are causing your love life to be at an imbalance. There is a lot of cards here that reflect imbalance within love life. The focus is not love, which can be hindering for your relationship. That may suggest that you are the Emperor Sag. Right now, you are thinking about things to sustain yourself. It's time to get away from that. It's not a very nurturing energy. It's actually the opposite. However, it will bring solidity and a solid foundation within the household. It lacks that feminine energy. And honestly, this entire spread lacks feminine energy. There's not much nurturing energy within your love life right now. It seems very business and practical. You are trying to stabilize yourself financially. There's a lot of pentacles in this reading. So you want a financial stable layout. Right now, you're not even processing emotions. So that must mean that that imbalance here is from a lack of emotions. Let's get that in focus. I also asked what's presently going for you right now. Unfortunately, I pulled the Five of Swords. Five of Swords speaks of rivalries in your love life. There is a rival in your love life. It may be you, it may be your partner, it may be your love interest. There is rivalry there. There is a bit of jealousy. Someone in that dynamic is thinking about themselves and how they can come on top. There is a lack of fairness there. You're hogging up all the swords mentally. You're detaching yourself from what matters so that you can win. You want to win so badly. And I don't know if it's you, Sag, or if it is the person that you're involved with or concerned about. But there is an energy there. There is a person there that wants to win and be on top at all cost. It's a deceptive energy. So be wary. In the outcome position, I pulled the Hanged Man. Although you are in a state where things are just a bit imbalanced and you are really focused on finances, and it seems as though love and emotions and that nurturing nature that is required in love, that femininity that is required in love is not there. You are still going to continue this dynamic that you're in. You're going to become the martyr. You're going to align yourself within love. You want love to work out. You really, right now, you want love to work out. So you're willing to sacrifice in order to make it work out. Even if that means sacrificing those emotions right now and continuing the process, because you're really looking towards creating a stable foundation. You may be sacrificing a lot to get to where you need to right now. It's all about sacrifice. You're playing the martyr and you're allowing what happens to happen because you feel as though it'll align yourself perfectly. So you yourself are making many sacrifices this month. That could also be where this is coming from. Maybe you've made some financial sacrifices and it's hindering your love life, but you feel as though by making these sacrifices, things will ultimately get better. That could be a lot of it too. Or you could just be sacrificing yourself in love. Maybe this is a card of deception. Maybe someone in the relationship is stepping out and you find out and you're deciding, hey, I'm still gonna work it out because maybe it was the fact that I was imbalanced that caused them to step out, and you're just gonna find a way to keep yourself there. In the other outcome, I also pulled the Three of Pentacles. It's all about, once again, that grounding. You're creating that foundation. You're still in the process of creating that foundation. It ain't going nowhere. You are going to continue creating this physical foundation that you feel like will benefit your love life, your life in period. Once your life is balanced, you feel as though that love will be balanced. So you're going to continue creating this layout within love, within life, and it's working out. It's actually a really good plan. It is not a bad plan. Whatever you got going on financially, business, career, that you're focused on, this creation, this project, it is in its make, it's in its creation, it's in fruition to become something amazing, which is great. However, there is a lot of sacrifice there, and this sacrifice may lead to some losses, whether it be a loss of a partner, whether it be losses, financial losses. These losses, unfortunately, will have you feeling like the Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold, wounded, unhappy. There will be some feelings of unhappiness there this month in the outcome position, and losses. Some of you may be losing parts of that foundation you've created, or some of you may be losing some of your savings in order to create this better foundation. Some of you may be losing a partner that deceived you and stepped out on you. Some of you may be losing mental clarity, mental stability. You're going to feel insecure, and you're going to feel unsure of a lot of things. And then I asked for a clarifier of that outcome position, and I put the Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles, it's pretty much saying that this is because your focus is more so on something else. And the fact that he's holding a pentacle, you see a brighter future, and you see it with grounding. You have an innocent way of looking at the future, and you feel that once it's grounded, once you have that financial stability, once you have that foundation, that layout, whatever it is you're looking for in love right now, once you have that foundation, that layout, if the pavement cemented perfectly and tried, then things are going to work out. And because your focus is all there, other things are happening. Other things are happening. So there's an imbalance. So caution. Work on balancing yourself. Work on it. However you need to balance, pray for balance. Pray for that understanding of what balance is. You have to give more in one area. There's less in one area than there is another, and that's in that feminine area, that nurturing area. So you need to look towards giving a lot of that there. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and shake up my runes for you, Sag. See what's going on. Whew. Alright, awesome. Like, okay, so this makes me happy because although there's losses, some deception, some rivalries, imbalance, maybe a tad bit of dictatorship and lack of compromise, lack of femininity, I still pulled the rings. And although this is happening, remember that this is a soulmate reading, and the rings is a great card to have. The rings is almost like the number 8, so it speaks of infinity. It speaks of gain, abundance, and it's also about love. So having the rings as a rune reading means that everything is working itself out in love. And even seeing this card, the Two of Pentacles, it is also in the shape and the formation of an 8. So although things are in balance and it's not in alignment, it's not a perfect infinite sign on a horizontal plane, or it's not a perfect 8 on a vertical plane, it's a little imbalanced, but it's still there. That material gain is still coming, and that gain in love is still coming. So your love life is going to work out, and everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. And you're not on a bad route, it's just a rough ride. Did pull the Moon. Align yourself with your intuition more, and you need more of that nurturing energy. That's what the Moon is telling me. The birds are telling me about movement. There's a lot of change headed your way. Again, we have been having a theme of change lately, Sag, but change is a great thing. Before you know it, I know before you know it, it's a whole new identity. We're going to be in a whole new identity, a whole new phase. I know that Chiron went into Aries February 18th, so we are in a whole nother shift of time. From 2010 all the way up until now, we were in Pisces with Chiron, so we were dealing with that spiritual transformative time period, and now we're about to deal with all our ego, our wounded ego problems, and understanding those insecurities within ourselves, so that we can heal them and become this great and better person that we are meant to be. So I'm excited about that. But anyways, if this reading resonated with you, go ahead and subscribe, press like, give some positive feedback. You can follow me on Instagram at outrageouslyjj33. Meet me again in April for your April soulmate reading. I hope to see you there. Positivity and light, and see you soon.